For tops, panini, upper deck, and leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards is open 7 days a week at 752 West 23rd Street, down from Academy Sports. It can always be reached at InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
Tired of flipping through channels and finding nothing good? Introducing Scorpion TV. Over 5,000 live streaming channels. Catch every game of the season with over 100 sports networks, including ESPN, ESPN Plus, the NFL Network, and Red Zone. Even pay-per-view events. Watch 400 local network channels from Panama City and most markets throughout the country. Fox, ABC, CBS, and NBC. It's more than sports. Scorpion TV offers premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, 200 plus entertainment and news networks, or watch thousands of movies on demand, all for just $45 a month when you use the ESPN NW promo code at checkout. Watch on up to 5 devices at the same time. Perfect for sharing with family and friends. Scorpion TV gives you everything you want for less. Cut the cord, not the fun. To score Scorpion TV, go to ESPNPC.com and click on the Scorpion TV logo. Don't forget our promo code ESPN NW.
Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida. Can you take the hits? Here comes the Sports Blitz. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Time it is. It's 4 o'clock. And it's time now for the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget to call in, text in on the Red 7T's phone line 850-215-6290. It is a beautiful day here in Panama City Beach. Don't want to forget all of you driving in Destin, and Santa Rosa. We know you're over there. We're getting with you guys too. Just a great day. Here we are on a Wednesday. We got Tennessee Brandon in the house, LSU Jeff in the house, and we've got Bone Crusher in the glass bowl doing his thing. Guys, how you doing? How you doing, Brandon?
Man, I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, man, doing real good until I saw all the orange that you're wearing over there.
I wore it just for you.
Oh, I appreciate it. And Jeffrey, he's got his purple on today. Purple, LSU purple. That's right. How you doing?
Or Mardi Gras, too.
Mardi Gras? A little early for Mardi Gras.
You know, it's the greatest
late.
The greatest thing about Mardi Gras, though, is you can buy a costume for Halloween and it can double up for Mardi Gras.
Double it up for Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
I'm sure during that time you're going to have some great stories for us. And
you want me to wear something for Halloween?
Well, yeah, of course, yes.
It's going to be something silly,
Probably the whole week. We're probably going to go all week.
It'll be so. I'm going to have all my friends tune in on Facebook on that day to watch.
Yeah, that sounds good.
They should tune in every day.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's going to be extra silly.
I'm sure.
What day is Halloween this year?
I'm not sure. Maybe Thursday. Yeah, I'm thinking it's on a Thursday.
Now, who's Bone Crusher's college football team?
Georgia. He's a Georgia guy. Yeah, so we got all SEC in this.
This is crazy.
Bone Crusher.
Just do me a favor. Just don't let any Longhorns in the house because I'm like, I don't like the Longhorns.
I know. It's so
like
weird.
The Yankees of college football.
Man, I'll tell you what. I'm so glad that the Yankees are doing good. We will be talking about them in just a minute. But we got breaking news. We got to start this out the right way. And I'm going to get my phone so I can read it out to you guys because it just broke not too long ago. We got another fight. And Jake Paul is going to be fighting Gervonta Davis, or Tank, as they call him. Now, think about this. It's crazy. Jake Paul, 6 foot, 199 pounds. Tank, 5'5", 133 pounds. So the reach is 6'4", and Tank Davis's reach is 5'7". What do you guys think about that? I know we're mainly, football, baseball, basketball. We'll do other stuff. But what do y'all think about this whole Jake Paul fighting real boxers on Netflix? What do y'all think?
Man, I wish he'd fight a real boxer that was equivalent in his size and weight. Anytime he fights somebody in his size and weight, they're either out of their prime or something of the sort. And then he fights a real fighter, and then it just seems like he's the giant. And regardless of his experience, I mean, if you're the bigger, stronger guy, I mean, I honestly think that you have the advantage. You're able to go longer, absorb more punches. I mean, Tank's no pushover, though. I mean, I've seen Tank fight a couple of times. I mean, he's a real deal. He's got some powered punches, but where does that translate when you have that big size comparison?
Yeah, because weight matters in boxing. I mean, you know what I mean? That's why they have it set up that way. I mean, it matters in UFC, but you can be a little bit smaller in UFC and not be as... for boxing, though, it just seems like... So you're a big Jake Paul fan, are you?
No.
What?
Why?
I don't know.
I'm the old man of the house. I shouldn't be watching, Jake Paul, who's... What is he? Where did he start? YouTube?
YouTube,
Yeah, he's a YouTube guy.
No, I'm the old man,
No Jake Paul fan in the house?
No.
All right.
Well, I mean, I'll just say one word about this whole Jake Paul stuff, fighting everybody. I mean, of course, when he fights Mike Tyson, because that's my generation...
Yeah.
Not him, but, when he was coming up and fighting, I mean, that was kind of the time where, I was coming too, 18, 20 years old. So I don't want to say I adore Mike Tyson, but I really admire the physical specimen that he was. I might not like the person, obviously, it's like O.J. Simpson, right?
Yeah.
But, what did you say, Bone Crusher?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. But, I mean, I admired him. So when he fights Mike Tyson, I'm interested. I'm like, oh, well, I don't care if Mike Tyson's, 58 or 59 years old or however old he is. I'm kind of interested and I'm intrigued. But when it comes to like fighting this, 5'5", 133, guy, it's a gimmick. It's a one-word gimmick.
It's a money ploy.
Yeah.
It's a money ploy, and I don't know who needs the money. I guess everybody needs the money.
I mean, I'll take the fight if they're going to pay me 7 digits. I mean, whatever it is, it's
you know what,
pure
Brandon?
entertainment.
I don't want to see Jake Paul fight you. But you know who I do want to see fight Jake Paul?
Who?
Danny Cannell.
Oh, Danny Cannell. Yeah, that'd be
This is
good.
going to be a long-running good joke from yesterday.
Yeah, Danny Cannell, 6'2", 215 pounds. Yeah, why don't you call him Jake Paul? Pick on somebody your own size. Danny Cannell.
They said that Jake's only a couple fights away, even though a lot of us think that these are set up, not real, allegedly. Jake, sorry.
Yeah.
That, he's only a couple winning fights from being ranked in the world as a professional boxer.
Okay, now that's pathetic.
It's a true story, though.
But, I mean, so to be ranked, you have to have a certain amount of professional fights underneath your belt.
I would assume so.
And then is there any other requirements?
I don't know.
I mean, I think you have to win a certain amount, obviously. I mean, at some point, right? Because you get points per fight, but then you also get it. But listen to the way they scripted it in Ring Magazine. This is Ring Magazine. Jake Paul will face Gervonta Tank Davis on November the 15th at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. So we all could go, actually.
Okay.
It's close enough. Listen to this part, though. This is what I kind of thought it was pretty funny. In an exhibition,
Well, it's always exhibition.
live on Netflix.
Yeah.
So... I don't understand how you can get ranked and fighting in exhibitions. Like, I don't understand it. So I don't really know why or where or how they do the rankings, but it would seem like the rankings would be on real fights, not expedition.
You would think so. I mean, I don't know really exactly how that works. I'm not a huge boxing fan, but it's just something I read up on.
So that word's got to be tricky because exhibition can mean a couple of different things. No, in the sports world.
Hold on. I got a red
it's ringing
7.
in.
I got a red 7T's phone.
Let's hear it.
Phone line text real quick. Somebody wrote, it's actually Tim. Tim wrote, Danny Cannell might be one of the few guys Jake Paul's own size that he could legitimately knock out. Pound for pound, Danny Cannell is probably the biggest candy on the planet. That's
He's a
exactly
pinata
right.
is what he is.
That's exactly right. And you know what, Danny Cannell, if you come to the beach, we want you on the show. And you know what? We might do an exhibition of our own. So, yeah, I 100% agree with you, Tim. That is exactly right.
Could you imagine how many people we could put on the beach if we put a rink, like a boxing rink, on the beach?
Oh, that would be
Like a floating rink on the water.
And you know what? You couldn't be able to control all the drones like on top, you know.
Oh, yeah, they would be
drones
everywhere.
you know?
We could go live. There'd probably be a million views.
God.
That would be,
Imagine if Club La Vila was still around, you know, everything.
well, they're about to have Tootsies over there. So, I mean, really,
Yeah.
you're going to have some kind of something going on over there. Tootsies
A
could
hip
probably
hop
come
club
be
to
one
a
of our
country club.
Tootsies could be one of our sponsors, and we could do a ring and have Danny. All the people that come here that we don't like, that come to the beach for a vacation, we could have them come to the ring, and we all could just pick who gets to go in there based off of size.
Hey, if it sells tickets, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, hey, let's do it. But I'm just so thankful,
Including
though,
Coach O.
we could have Coach O. We could
my
have all of
God.
those guys. But, yeah, I think Tim's got a good point. I think Danny Cannell, you know, just the way he talks or whatever, I just, you know, and I remember the guy yesterday. He said Danny Cannell probably would whoop me, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
Yeah.
all you were doing, you were just tackling him.
I was just going to tackle him. I could tackle him.
So the question is, I mean, does he get down in a stance? Is he like just standing there and you're coming in and tackling him, or you know?
I'm more like talking about like him not knowing that I'm coming.
Not like the Oklahoma drill or something.
No, I'm not doing the whole. I'm old. I'm not doing the Oklahoma drill. He is too. I'd just rather come from behind and just hit him. That'd be what I would do. So, but either way, getting back to this Jake Paul thing.
Yeah.
If Jake Paul wins and then they rank him because of that, and Tank Davis, I think he's a champion or something, or he's got a great record.
He's probably the most notable, prestigious fighter. I think that other than Mike Tyson in his prime, thing like that, a current active fighter.
Yeah,
probably
so
the most
because he's
notable
active.
one.
I'm not a huge follower of boxing, but he is active,
Yes.
and he's a winner. I mean, he's a
He is.
champion,
Yeah.
and so I guess this is one of those things. I guess just like Ted DiBiase used to say, everybody's got a price, and I mean, at the end of the day, they offered him all this money to come and fight Jake Paul, regardless if he's 5, 6, 7 inches and 60 pounds heavier. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we all started this because Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fought. This is where all of this started.
In boxing.
In boxing.
Yeah, but in other sports, there have been like people who called out other people, like
Right.
like Billie Jean King. What are you laughing about?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like when I was born. It was like a long, long time ago. But it was the guy who was, I don't want to say against feminists, but I mean, he challenged Billie Jean King to a tennis match.
She won.
And she won.
Really?
She beat him. Yeah.
So today, guys, if you look at me, I'm wearing the New York Yankee
That's
jersey.
a nice one, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Look at the texture.
It's stitched.
It
Yeah.
says genuine
nice.
merchandise. It's super nice.
Yeah, it's got the tag and everything. It's got the MLB
Wow.
sticker.
There
and
we go.
everything. I mean, it's legit.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not even sure that. I don't know if that costs like $90 or 100 and something.
Mama bought it for me, so I don't know.
You don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
See, I've been to Omaha for the College World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, man, they had some nice threads up there to buy, but it was like 100 and whatever for a LSU jersey. I was like, I think I'm going to pass on this one.
Well, we got some Facebook stuff going on right now. So one of our fans said, wait, so you're a Bama and a Yankees fan? What's next? Are you going to be a Duke basketball fan?
Oh,
no, I'm not. No,
that what they
Duke. That's somebody said, am I going to be a Duke fan? No, I'm not.
The natural progression is Dallas Cowboys.
Yes,
No,
it is.
I am not a Cowboys fan. I'm
It
definitely
would
not a
fit.
Duke fan. So, I mean, obviously, it's the way it works, Chris, and that's who it is online. The way it works, Chris, is that when it's just like what Jeff said a long time ago. When you're used to winning and when you're a winner, you usually pick winning teams, and so that's what it is.
You're such a loser of a person that you pick the teams that have won in the past, thinking that they're most likely going to win in the future. And guess what? They're past their prime. Wah, wah, wah.
No, I was
Dallas
born in Alabama.
Cowboys, L.A. Lakers, New York Yankees.
Yeah, but those
Do
guys
I want to
aren't-
say Notre Dame? Let's go and say Notre Dame.
Okay.
They were the one in the past. Now, the new one would be Bama.
Well, that's just because we're winning.
Yeah.
And we're still winning. I mean, we haven't won with the new coach.
But you know how many people, the number 3 fan base in Mississippi is Alabama. Because of Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Southern Miss is not the third wheel. It's Bama. Yeah. There's a bunch of Bama fans in the state of Mississippi.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Alabama fans everywhere. There's a lot of Alabama fans.
There's some in Tennessee.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a lot of fans. There's a lot of Alabama fans here in Florida as well. And so
yeah.
And so I met my wife in Kentucky, and so she just wrote here that we actually are Kentucky basketball fans, just so you know. So there you go.
That kind of follows suit.
That kind of, well, I got to go home with her. Just be careful what you say.
So I would say Bama has the 3rd biggest college fan base here on the Panhandle as a whole.
Yeah, who would you say is first?
Seminoles and Gators are 1-2. In
that order, though, right?
In that order, but the Gators are right up on the Seminoles because where they located in Tallahassee. That's part of the Panhandle.
Yeah.
You know? So there's probably equal amount of Gators or more Gators in certain spots, like Pensacola and everything. But when it comes to the Panhandle as a whole, it's Seminoles still has the edge over the Gators, and then Bama would be the number 3.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Now I'm not knocking Auburn. Auburn's got a lot of fans over here too, but it's not even close to that Bama.
Yeah, so would you think that Alabama is probably outside of the states number 1 team for the most part?
Yes.
The second or third, if they've got 2 teams like Florida does, would it be the 3rd team?
I mean, I would put Miami
a lot of the states that are that are below the Mason-Dixon line.
Oh, below the main. Okay,
because obviously up in Ohio, it's not the same.
Now you got me thinking about Louisiana. Because, Louisiana's hard because there's such a gap between LSU and everyone else because it's a flagship school.
Right.
Like Kentucky Wildcats, they don't think of Louisville as being that close to, that level. I don't know. Bama fans in Louisiana, I mean, they could be number 3 or 4 in the state of Louisiana.
Who would be Louisiana's, though? I mean, you'd have to go LSU.
When you're up in
one.
Monroe, in that area of the state, you got some Ole Miss fans. If you're out in Lake Charles, you have some A&M fans. So it's kind of like a little regionalized,
Yeah.
And, I mean, LSU, they do own the state, though. I mean, look at Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt's got that little splotch in the middle, and there's a few little Memphis and Ole Miss fans down in the southwest corner. But for the rest of the state, I mean, the Volunteers own that.
Yeah, they do. I mean, where I come from, it's like Chattanooga area, which is literally on the Tennessee, Georgia line. So, I mean, to be honest with you, that area is pretty flooded with Georgia fans, Alabama fans, Tennessee fans. Those would be the 3 in that area. Start getting outside of the state borders. Yeah, Tennessee predominantly dominates the school. Memphis is the redheaded stepchild way out there.
And Ole Miss, Collierville, and there's other parts like near Memphis.
Yes,
that are Ole Miss for sure.
Little Rock is and stuff like that. I mean, they're probably got more fans out there than I would assume Tiger fans.
So would you? Because when we lived in Kentucky, obviously it was Kentucky, then it was Louisville, but then it was Alabama. I mean, there were a lot of Alabama fans. Yeah, because there wasn't a lot of Tennessee. Because it was such the hatred, living the Kentucky basketball, football.
It's a big rivalry. Rivalry.
Now, if you go past Richmond, going down London, Kentucky, and all that, you get towards Knoxville area, and I'm sure they got some Tennessee fans in that southeast corner of.
Right there,
because you're right up 75.
Yeah, 75.
Yeah, 75. Yeah, so they shoot right down and boom.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Over there.
I mean, but like if you look at it, even though with the success that Georgia has had, they are still not at that level of Alabama across the South. You know what I mean? As far as the fan base, you'll run into Georgia fans, but there's not. They wouldn't be number 3 on pretty much anybody's. State.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, South Carolina would be the only state I would think that Georgia would be like a number 3.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Georgia, over Memphis, just where they're located. I mean,
but not Bama?
I'm going to disagree for one reason, because Knoxville is the 3rd largest city in that state.
Yeah.
Nashville is by far the most populated, and then Memphis is second. So that's the problem you have with the Georgia population kind of flooding over and having more fans. Yeah, and if you go below not Nashville, definitely some Bama fans up in that from Franklin on down.
Oh, yeah, on that. And the parts of Tennessee where there is absolutely nothing west of Nashville, you'll find some.
It's absolutely
nothing.
There is nothing.
I get it. But that's the thing. That's kind of where I was going with it. Like, if you would say they're probably in college as far as below the Mason-Dixon line, because it totally is a different ball game when you get above Kentucky, when you're talking about Ohio and Michigan.
Yeah, they probably don't float over the state lines too much up there.
No.
I wouldn't think so.
I didn't. There wasn't a lot of Ohio State fans in Kentucky, even though they were close.
Yeah,
there were some. You would run into some, but there wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you would see from time to time a Buckeye, shirt or hat or something like that. But for the most part, it was more Southern schools. But Alabama overwhelmingly was bigger around the areas that I was when I was there, and so I think too. In Georgia, you got to think, because of being close to Alabama like that, I think there's a possibility outside of Atlanta that Alabama fans are more than Georgia Tech fans. I'm saying Georgia, Alabama, then Georgia Tech.
I mean, especially what y'all done over the last 10, 15 years. I mean, y'all literally have grown your fan base.
Yeah, the fan base has grown.
I mean, just like you said, the Yankees, the Dallas Cowboys, the Los Angeles Lakers. Alabama Crimson. A period of time where you win for so long that people, migrate towards winning.
Yeah.
You grow your fan base just purely by winning. You magnetize people.
It's like this show. Y'all are drawn towards me because we're winning here.
Not Bama, though. Let me tell you, I don't know if you know, you probably don't even know this about me. I used to be a Waffle House manager.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was a Waffle House manager for 5 years.
We're going to get us a griddle in here. We're going to say, prove it.
Yeah.
All-star special.
Throw it out. I can flip some eggs.
Okay.
Some waffles.
But anyway, find out.
They're in Norcross, Georgia, which is like north, kind of east.
Like the headquarters?
That's where the headquarters at.
Okay.
Actually, Waffle House University. Are you listening?
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, there's a Waffle House University.
Oh, really?
And every manager has to go through, and they do like a 4-day, classes and tests and everything to become a Waffle House manager.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You have to go to Norcross to become a manager.
Okay.
Anyway, you would think that you wouldn't think this, but because there's not a whole lot of the Waffle House people that went to Georgia Tech, but they're Georgia Tech fans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are. You would think that it'd be Bulldogs, but no, they're Georgia Tech fans.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just thinking that through it all, I'm just glad to be an Alabama fan because I love them, and I think they're great, and they're going to be great this year. So anyway, but we're going to go ahead and take our break, and when we come back, we won't be talking about Waffle House. We won't be talking about all this other stuff. We're going to be talking about Major League Baseball and the NFL. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Taking your hot takes, rants, and takedowns. Let's hear it on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. Have you ever wanted to reach out and smack someone?
Sit your ass down and shut up!
The new Sports Blitz. Rants, hot takes, and huge reactions are incoming.
You've got to have a bad game at some point.
Feel the burn.
This is unacceptable at the University of Alabama.
The Red 7T studio line.
This could go 7 games.
850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida. Get in the game.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Wednesday's weather. The rest of the day, there will be a gentle breeze out of the west-southwest, a chance of thunderstorms and mostly sunshine and 89. Clear skies tonight, about the same at 81. Tomorrow, mostly sunny in the morning and then a likelihood of thunderstorms and a high of 89. About the same at 87 Friday, and we'll have very light showers and likely thunderstorms. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
What's in store at our national sales event? A lot. And this month at Panama City Toyota, get 3.99% APR on the super stylish Camry, plus 90 days until you make your first payment, and 3.99% on the impressive RAV4, plus 90 days until you make your first payment. Get 2.99% on the ruggedly refined Tacoma, or get 1.99% on the hard-working Tundra. Let's put you in the driver's seat at Panama City Toyota.
Offer expires September 2nd. For details, visit PanamaCityToyota.com.
When the chips are down and the games are close, the 2025 Atlanta Braves don't give up the fight.
Ozuna sends one soaring to deep left field. That's got wings and an engine, and it's 3-1 Braves.
Tonight, the Braves look to keep the energy rolling at home as they line up to take on the Chicago White Sox live from Truist Park in Atlanta.
Final game against the White Sox, pregame 6 o'clock, first pitch 6:15. Your home for the Braves on the Gulf Coast, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Transmitting from the CBC Construction Studio. The new Sports Blitz.
Oh, yeah!
Rants, hot takes, and huge reactions are incoming on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And you're listening now to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We're so glad that you're here listening on your radio dial. Maybe you're on Facebook. You can find us there at ESPN Northwest Florida. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share, comment. And also, don't forget, I know sometimes we don't really talk about it as much, but the ESPN Northwest Florida app. If you could, just go on the ESPN Northwest Florida app, whatever phone you have, go into the store, and it's a free app, and you can listen to us wherever you go. And it'll have all kinds of stuff about us and about what we're doing, and just a great way to do it. And also, don't forget, ESPN Northwest Florida YouTube page. You can go on there and find us as well. And you can rewind if Jeff said something that was funny, or you can rewind if you want to get mad at Brandon about talking about them Tennessee Volunteers. You can do all of those things, and that would be a great deal.
I can listen to our show everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere.
Strip club?
If you go there.
Bathroom?
If you go there.
Bryant-Denny Stadium?
Yes, you can.
Oh, my
Absolutely.
God.
Why wouldn't you?
I better download it.
That's right. Download the app immediately. Also, don't forget the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. We want to hear from you. If you've got something to say, even if it's not on the topic that we're talking about, we'll still listen to you, and we'll probably, one or two of us will agree with you, and I guarantee you out of this triple people in here, somebody's going to disagree with you. So either way, whatever you do, just do one of those things, and that would be great, and we appreciate it.
Brandon,
now,
you know what's the greatest thing about the show?
What is the greatest thing about the show?
No rehearsal.
There we go.
right.
It's
I
live.
crack Paul up because Paul doesn't know where I'm going.
No.
scare me to death.
The wild card.
Exactly. He just invited a half Cajun up in his studio, and he's like, "What in the world have I done?"
I see how wide his eyes get when your mouth opens sometimes.
He's like, he gives me this look like it's like he's like dead on at me, and then he like kind of tilts his head, and he's like, "Oh no, here we go. I see something going on."
I mean, we've been to North Cross, Georgia, at the Waffle House. We've been to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, eating.
Oh my God!
What did you have? No. Let me ask you this.
You didn't listen to the show yesterday.
Let me ask you: does this sound good to you?
All right.
It was
a country fried
steak.
Okay.
With white gravy.
Okay. White gravy on it.
On a bun.
Po' boy. It was a po' boy.
What's wrong with that?
Boy, it's southern as can be.
that sounds normal. That sounds normal.
That doesn't sound good at all.
What do you mean?
I mean,
just because Cracker Barrel didn't do it, that doesn't mean nothing.
That's something my mama or my mama would have made. I mean, for sure.
I mean, how many times have people in the South just like made up something and just slapped 2 pieces of bread around it and just ate it and
tomato
said, "Oh, it's a good
sandwiches?
sandwich."
I agree.
There you go.
I agree with all that.
Banana. What did Elvis did? Banana
and mayonnaise, right?
Banana and mayonnaise. I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Peanut butter and mayonnaise.
I had that as a kid. Banana and mayonnaise. Yeah, that was good.
My goodness.
My buddy's weird. My buddy Jake, he loves mayonnaise way too much. He grosses me out with it.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of those.
Yeah. Well, you know who likes mayonnaise a lot?
Who likes
Will Levis.
Yeah, he does.
Will Levis is like
in his coffee.
In his
allegedly.
coffee. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So weird.
Yeah, he's hurt right now. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's
no
probably
thanks.
too much mayonnaise. I got slippery.
That's true. So listen, we had a great game last night. This is the spot for the Atlanta Braves baseball and for the Gulf Coast. And so last night the Braves won 11-10 over the Chicago White Sox in dramatic fashion.
Yeah.
It was the star, the guy I've been talking about for the last 3 weeks, Drake Baldwin. He's a star. He's going to be a star. Acuna's a star. They need to build around these guys, and that's what happens when they do it. If you look at it, he had 2 RBIs in the bottom of the 8th. 10.5 games, guys, out of the wild card. Can they make a run? Can the Braves make a run?
Yeah.
No.
With 30 games to go.
You don't think so?
Isn't it like 30, 35 games to go? 10.5 games out of the wild card.
I mean, we're
10.5.
7 of our last 9.
They were hovering around 18 more losses than wins.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
they're really, really
We're
bad.
57 and
now
69.
They're 12 games from being 500.
Right.
So they could run off 12-game win streak right now and be 50%.
Yeah, but if they run 12
Hey, but if
games,
50% gets us into the wild card.
No, it doesn't. Sorry, it doesn't. Not this year.
It'll be like,
maybe another year, but not this year.
But
So
with
they're
30
done.
but
They're
with 30 games left, I mean, we've won 7 of the last 9. Why can't we win a few more than 12?
126. Actually, we got 36. Is that right?
And we're only getting healthier.
I think we got 36 games left.
I mean, it's a possibility, isn't it? Is it a possibility, or are we just talking?
The only reason I'm pumping my brakes is we're playing the White Sox. I mean, they're the worst team in the league.
Right.
I mean, they're 45 and 81.
That's a quality win.
It's super quality. What we're really,
Super quality.
What we're going to find out, though, I mean, our next series, let me look here, against the Mets, the Marlins, the Phillies, all in division rival games. We've got, it's the next 10 games are division games. Now,
the Mets and the Phillies are playoff teams.
They are playoff teams, but what if we go and we win 2 of 3 or we sweep any of them?
See where
the Marlins are ahead of the Braves in that.
Still
Yes,
ahead
they
of
are.
the Braves.
Now, I think after these next 10 games and these in-division games, we'll be able to really kind of tell whether we stand that chance or not.
So if they go on a Milwaukee Brewers type winning
Like
streak,
7 of 10.
that puts them down to what? 3.5 games?
I'm telling you,
With 20 games left?
win streak is stretch, right?
Right. That'd be really hard to do.
500. Do you know how many games you'll still be out of the wild card? Too many. So 12. Wrap your head around that.
I'm listening.
And that's a third of the rest of your games. So you have 36 games, and if 12 of them are already gone, you got 24 left at that point, and you're still out.
Even if what if they go 20?
And they're playing the Mets and the Phillies.
What if they go 20 and 34?
20 and no? Oh, you said have 36 games left.
36 games left.
They would have to win 30 of those 36 games
to get in.
Even
though they're division games, and even though it wouldn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They'd have to win. Maybe I'll give you 28 or 29, maybe, but
I mean,
ain't no way.
Since 8-1, since the beginning of August, we've scored 5.7 runs a game. The Tigers, the Tigers with the best record in the MLB all season are only averaging 5 runs a game. We're averaging 5.7 since August 1st. I mean, they have the best record, so I don't see why we can't pull a run, win X amount of games, and at least put us in it. I mean, like I said, if we lose 5 of these next 10 games, I'll come back in here Wednesday of next week, and I'll say, man, you're right. We didn't stand a chance. But, to write them off right now with this many in-conference and division games coming up, I think is absolutely ridiculous, especially with the way we're playing right now.
Division games, but I'm going to use a different word. Oh, no, the Miami Marlins actually are a losing team. I was going to say winning teams.
Yeah.
But the Marlins are a losing team, but the Phillies and the Mets are obviously winning teams.
Right.
I mean, recently.
We're talking about right now playoff teams.
Isn't that what everybody does? Isn't it getting ready to all be division games right now? Aren't we getting ready to start the real playoff to get to the playoff?
I don't know. If the Yankees have that easy of a schedule,
but they still have
after the Red Sox. I mean, I think they go on. They must go out of their division.
They do go out of their division,
except for obviously the last. I think the last
series or two
are always divisional games because they don't want people tanking and doing all the crazy stuff.
Right, and
they
so that's what I'm. Yeah, that's where I'm going with that part about the Braves is if say a Mets team or somebody like that they tank,
which is totally possible.
Yeah. Which is possible. I'm just saying, is there a chance?
There's a chance.
Is there, are we talking 10% chance or are we talking like 5% chance? You know what I mean?
I'd say 5 right now. Ask me next Wednesday.
But after next Wednesday, it just so happens if they win their next 8 games or 7 games, and what are we looking at?
20%.
So if that happens.
I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
Less than a 1% chance.
Less than a 1%.
Less than.
Yeah.
Over a half of a
because you said there's 36 games left.
36 games left.
And there's no possible way to win.
I mean, you win 30 of the next 36.
That would be.
That's 24 over, and you're 12 games under 500 right now. Yeah, you definitely make it if you won 30 at 36. But
30. That would
be 87 and 75. Yeah, the 100%.
But here's the question. You know what? I think it was actually with last night's game. They're 500 since the All-Star break.
Yeah,
13-13, I think is what it was. Something like that. When we said they have to make a move right now, because remember after the All-Star break,
right after,
we were saying they need to make a move. They need to make a move now with playing these little nitwit teams,
Yep,
and they didn't do it.
They didn't.
They kept on. Giants lost series.
Yep.
A couple of the teams lost a series. It was just
didn't they get swept by the Guardians or something like that too, or somebody?
I think it might have been.
Or
the Guardians are actually, I won't say good at that time because I mean they're still good. They're just not. They just fell out of the playoff race because the Royals went and the Guardians went.
They went down. Yeah. So when you look at it, though, that is something that we definitely can say that they're building for next year, though, because next year they could get all the pitching back because everybody went out early. All 5 starters. I know this sounds like a broken record, but I'm a Braves fan. All 5 starters went down. In the beginning before the All-Star break, and then you got all of those guys coming back. And then you're going to look at who are the pieces that they need to get rid of, and then who are the pieces that they need to bring in. And I know we've talked about it. I know we keep bringing it up, but if they could get somehow, some way, get Kyle Schwarber to Atlanta, that will be, I think, with all the young talent that they have, that'll be the missing piece because that big stick in the lineup week in, week out with the RBIs and the home runs, obviously his batting average is not great, but he hits a lot of home runs and he hits a lot of RBIs. I would go all in with him, and they're going to change their manager, so it doesn't matter about the guys that are there like Albies and Ozuna and Sean Murphy and Spencer Strider. All of those 4 people, that's who I say get rid of.
Oh, you're talking about getting rid of them.
I'm saying getting whatever you got to do to get Kyle Schwarber in the A, get him here.
So you think he's the answer? You think we don't have enough offensive power? I mean, we're scoring, of the last few games, like I said, we're scoring 5 runs a game. You don't think it's our pitching?
Before.
Last few games.
Last few.
Before the All-Star break, though, that was the big problem, is that we'd have a great day by Chris Sale or Grant Windstrom or whoever, and then we couldn't put any runs on the board. And the thing is what do you have to go after? You have to go after a big stick. You know what you're getting with Acuna. You know what you're getting with Riley. You know what you're getting with Olsen. And now you know what you're getting with Harris. And then you've got this star behind the plate named Drake Baldwin. And then now you throw a DH in there by the name of Kyle Schwarber, who leads the league in RBIs almost every year, who's in the top running of all home runs in the whole Major League Baseball. Now you got a guy that's going to hit you 40, 50 home runs. He's going to have over 100 and something RBIs. And now you're talking about putting in some runs. You'll be manufacturing more things than the local trailer park down the street. You'll be manufacturing runs, and that's the deal. You want to put runs on the board, because if you can put runs on the board, then that pitching, once it gets healthy, once it's ready, once it's coming around, now you're talking. Now you got something going there, and now you can see the Braves. And that's the thing. Harris, before the break, horrible. Harris, after the break, one of the best players in baseball, not just in his division, not just in the National League, in all of baseball. So, I mean, you got to really look at it, because who knows really what's going on. All right, here we go. Got a Red 17s text. Paul, you're crazy if you think Kyle Schwarber is going to go to Atlanta. That dude's going to re-sign and become a Philly again. He wants to win. Ooh. Well, I appreciate that, but I just think if we could get him, I would throw everything we got in the bullpen. I'd throw all of the young pitchers that we got in AA, AAA, wherever A, and I would do whatever I had to do to get him here for the next 2 years. And I would say in 2 years, the Atlanta Braves, if they get Kyle Schwarber with the pitching that they got coming back after the injuries and the power that they have in the lineup right now, they'll be looking at 2 years of possibility of either winning one and going to one over there with the Braves.
You think that's a Phillies fan?
Oh, I'm sure there's a Phillies fan. It has to be. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean,
people are kind of disillusioned that their team is the most attractive team to play at.
Well, typically it is, because like football, do they give them the max contracts if they stay with their team? So they make more money, theoretically, if they stay and sign with the team that they're on. So you'd be giving up money to go to Atlanta rather than signing the max contract with the Phillies if it works like that.
I mean, Bryce Harper left Washington to just go a little bit up to Philly.
Yeah.
And play with a team that I guess he felt like had more potential.
They had more potential, but don't forget, Philly is Philly. Philly's got the huge fan base. Philly's a big market. Philly is, I mean, they'll spend the money. They already, like you said, they already had, stars there.
Yeah.
So realistically, I mean, the Phillies they are good. I don't disagree with the caller on that, but I'm just saying, as a Braves fan, if we could throw everything but the kitchen sink at Kyle Schwarber to get him there, because there's really nobody else that I could see that would bring that kind of run production to the Braves, because that's really what they need. They need that guy. Because Olsen's going to hit you 30 home runs. Riley's, if he stays healthy, he's probably going to hit 30 home runs. Acuna's going to hit 30, maybe 40. And then Harris, he's going to hit his 15 to 25 if he stays like he is right now. So when you look at it, if you can bring somebody like Kyle Schwarber in there that's going to hit 40 or 50, man, I'm just telling you, he could be the missing piece to everything the Atlanta Braves needs to go, not only to win your division, but to win it all and bring that great trophy back to Atlanta where it deserves to be.
So he likes stars, obviously.
Yes.
I'm saying steady the boat, develop the talent that you have. Baseball is one of the most streakiest sports maybe of all. Which type are you? Are you like go for the star or have a whole team and try and develop?
That stuff is old. You're dating yourself now.
Okay.
That don't work anymore. Why do you think the NBA is trying to do it? The NBA is trying to build super teams. You don't think? What did the Dodgers do last year? What did Ohio State do last year? They got the stars, and what did they get? Championships.
The Yankees didn't. They lost.
But they were there.
But they were there. And lost to the Dodgers.
They were there.
There you go.
So, I mean, when you look at it.
Ohtani is a star, though.
Freddie Freeman's a star. Yeah. Mookie Betts is a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you were to rank how attractive the Phillies organization is, number 5, 6, or number 7 maybe in all of baseball?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Behind the Red Sox, Yankees, and Dodgers.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you say the Cubs are above them?
No,
Oh, really?
I don't. I think they're. I don't think so. I mean, but just because. I mean,
so then
I think Cubs, Mets, Phillies, kind of that second tier behind the Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers.
See, I don't think the Mets are top 6.
It's New York.
They're there,
dude.
Yeah, they're there.
I think they're shadows of the Yankees. Shadows.
I mean, they are. That's why they put them on tier 2.
I mean, we're talking about Angels and White Sox are worse, but I would not put the Mets in the top 6 or 7. Attractive franchises.
All I'm saying is that if we can get the Braves with one big stick like Schwarber, there possibly could be somebody else that we could, get there that with his run production is where I'm going. That's what the Braves need. The missing link is the run production. So, and that's how I feel about the Braves. And I love the Braves. And we're going to have to take a break. And I'm just going to let you guys know when we come back, we're going to talk about the New York Yankees right here on the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Call in now.
This is Touchstone service.
The Red 70 studio line is open.
Demonstrate how to make a call with your dial telephone.
850-215-6290. Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
The man on one sportsmanlike, the likability aspect of it. It's kind of like the Cleveland Browns quarterback battle. Nuno is like the Joe Flacco of the group. Pat Costello and Javante are like Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders, so they're kind of fighting it out. And then I would say, Evan Cohen and the Cams are like Kenny Pickett.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle. Weekdays 5 to 7 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hewitt Tire and Auto has been in business in Panama City forever. Locals taking care of locals. From the smallest to the largest vehicles, they do it all. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the experts.
Hewitt Tire and Auto, your certified AAA service center and hometown towing. Visit them online at HewittTire.com on Airport Road in Panama City. 850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
Reliable Copy Products is proud to be the exclusive dealer in Northwest Florida for Kyocera office equipment. Reliable Copy Products has been committed to providing professional, personalized service for the last 35 years. They understand that the right equipment does not always fall within today's budget requirements, so they offer several options for the equipment you need today for the growth you expect tomorrow. Call James Smothers at 784-6601. 784-6601. Reliable Copy Products on Harrison Avenue, just north of Bay High School.
College football is almost here, and you can watch it all. Introducing Scorpion TV. Over 5,000 live streaming channels. Catch every game of the season with over 100 sports networks, including ESPN, ESPN Plus, the NFL Network, and Red Zone. Even pay-per-view events. Watch 400 local network channels from Panama City and most major markets. Fox, ABC, CBS, and NBC. Just $45 a month with our promo code ESPNNW. Go to ESPNPC.com and click the Scorpion TV logo.
Now, we're live and local inside the CBC Construction Studios. This is the Sports Blitz. We don't just talk sports. We start fires. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And we are back. Thank you for listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson. Don't forget to call, text the Red 70s phone line, 850-215-6290. We are at that point where we're going to talk about something that really matters. But let me just go ahead and go into this part real quick. I felt a little offended. I felt a little bullied between you two today. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys. Number one, I was born in Mobile, Alabama, so the Crimson Tide runs thick in my veins. Now, number two, when I was a young boy, I loved the New York Yankees as well as the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves were the games that we could go watch. We couldn't go to New York. We just didn't go to New York because that was just wasn't something that we could do. But I was a big fan. Now, I went to the Six Flags over Georgia in Atlanta, and they used to do these pictures where you would look like you were on a front cover of a magazine. Okay. And my mom, and I'm going to get it from her, my mom has a picture of me with a New York Yankees hat and a New York Yankees jersey on, smiling on that as a 9 or 10-year-old boy. So I'm not a fair weather fan. I'm not a jumping on the bandwagon fan. I'm a real fan. So I'm just going to let you guys know that I'm not trying to jump on. If I was with Alabama through all the Mikes, Mike Dubose, Mike Shula, Mike Price, all of those guys. So I was there. It wasn't pretty. It was pretty bad. I was with the Yankees during the slumps, during the times that we wasn't winning. So I'm just telling you guys, when I get pumped up about baseball and about the Yankees and about the Braves is coming from a place that's from my childhood. And so I'm not just jumping on here and wearing Yankee jersey just because.
You know what? I think if your mama really loved you, she would have thrown that picture of you and the Yankees thing away because she was ashamed. Now, I mean, you're talking to a fan. I don't want to say I've gone through misery, but when I got to LSU, nothing but losing seasons.
What?
As soon as Curly Hallman was the coach.
Yeah, I remember Curly.
And then when he was gone, Brandon wasn't even born yet.
He wasn't born yet. This is all Brandon.
Pre-1993.
So do you know who Jerry DiNardo is?
Yeah, tell me all about it.
He was a coach at Vanderbilt.
He was a Vanderbilt coach before you were born, and then he went to LSU, and he's the one who righted the ship. He turned the team around.
Yeah.
And then, no, he went to LSU and turned LSU around.
But from Vandy, yes.
Vandy,
yeah, but he came from Vandy before that. We'll get to Arnold in a second. But anyway, so Jerry DiNardo turned the ship around, and then he had a little dip, and they fired him, and then they hired Nick Saban. And Nick Saban came from Michigan State.
Yep, that's exactly.
But anyway, so I went through some lean years for LSU. And, I mean, basketball has been kind of a rocky, situation for us. Baseball has been actually the best sport of all for LSU. And don't even start me because I'm a Saints fan. You want to talk about misery.
Oh, yeah, that's been pretty bad.
I mean, we were in some really bad years.
Yeah, but you got to
really bad.
You got to think, though, there is a little bit of hate in your heart that I hear sometimes
for Yankees,
for winners, because being a Saints fan, it's been kind of tough.
Only certain winners. Only certain winners.
Only the certain ones.
Yeah. We got somebody on the phone.
We got somebody on the phone line.
Is he an Auburn guy?
And no, he's probably an Alabama guy because this is Arnold Wilson. And my name is Paul Wilson.
Oh.
And so this guy is going to be my daddy. So here we go. Dad, are you there?
Feinbaum, sure. So.
I'm the reason that he's like he is.
There we go.
I love you, Paul. Have a great show. You deserve it.
Thank you, Dad. All right.
Hey, wait a minute, Arnold. Are you? How many points is Bama going to beat Florida State by?
It's going to be worse than Georgia beat them.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I'm trying to remember that score. It was bad.
63 to probably 3.
No. You know what? No. It was the biggest postseason win in history of college football was actually Georgia over TCU, 65-7. So I know it wasn't worse than that.
3.
I know it wasn't worse than that because Georgia.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but it was up there. It was pretty bad.
You sure that wasn't the Little Sisters of the Poor?
Oh my goodness!
It probably
got
was
rocked.
Yeah,
that was ugly.
Yeah. Dad. So thanks for calling. I appreciate it, and we're gonna continue to talk about these Yankees real quick.
Do you know they came out with stat? Right. They came out with stat today. It was the longest time in so many games that a team has been from getting shut out in college football, and Bama's number 4 on the list. It's been a long time since it got shut out.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, but they were 4th on that list.
Wow,
yeah.
That's crazy. Well, if you look last night, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, but 9 home runs by the New York Yankees. And the first inning back to back to back. You had Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Giancarlo Stanton going yard, going deep to start the victory for the Yankees. And if you look at it, all rise, baby, because Aaron Judge, number 40. Now, that's the big question, guys. Do y'all think he's going to catch the big dumper? Do you think the big dumper's going to stop? He's at 47, and Aaron Judge is at 40. Obviously, he had some time out.
True.
And so, but do you think Aaron Judge is going to catch him?
No.
So you think Big Dumper's going to?
Well, right now, I mean, you got Aaron Judge and Aaron Boone really kind of going back and forth about what his playing time. I don't know. I just think right now they've got a little more to figure out than focusing on hitting home runs. By the way, second time they've done that this season, 9 home runs in a game.
Wow, and that's a record. That's never been done. Never been done.
Yeah. First team in franchise history to ever do that. And
you remember they were blaming it on the torpedo bat when they done it the first time. They were like, oh, yeah, it's probably the torpedo bat. And
they're still using them. They just don't talk about it.
They are. They just don't, it's just not a big deal anymore because, whatever. But I will say this. If he goes on a tear, he's capable.
I mean, he's capable.
He's capable of going on a tear, of hitting them. But it will cause... Kyle Rowley would have to kind of slow down a little bit, in which they're in the middle of this whole thing, too, playing for the playoffs. So I'm sure they're going to be playing. Now, let me get your guys' thoughts about this. You got Giancarlo Stanton, who's been playing right field for the Yankees. And, the reason why is because obviously Aaron Judge is hurt. He's been DHing because Giancarlo, he hasn't played right field in several years. And so he's been DHing the whole time. And so when you look at what he said the other night, I want to know what y'all thought about it because he's 35 years old. Obviously, he's in the top shape of his life. 35 is older for a baseball player.
For baseball.
Yeah, for a baseball player, it's older. But he sat out for 3 games because of soreness, because of playing right field, because that run's a little long. What do you think about that?
You think that was the reason?
Well, I mean, what else would it be?
That's what we're told. Who knows what it could be for?
But where was the soreness?
They didn't say. They just said soreness.
I mean, it could be anything. I mean, you could have tendonitis. You could have sore forearms from swinging the bat. I mean, there's all kind of things.
3 days being off from it. Yeah. I mean, obviously he comes back and he hits good. Yeah, but I mean, do we pay you? You're 35 years old.
Maybe it's because I punched too much. Pump too much weights in my life that it's soreness it comes with the territory. And if you don't think that these guys aren't pumping weights,
they are. I know they are. Especially him. He's a rock.
And then there's the rest, and then there's the diet. I mean, if you have everything aligned and you're playing 162 games in a year, I mean, plus the exhibition. Yeah, I mean, it's a wear and tear on the body. And if you're 35, I'm not saying that you're not bouncing back very quickly. But you aren't 21 years old anymore.
That's true.
I remember the first time I went to go jump a fence, as I gained a little bit of weight and everything, because I used to run up to a fence, grab the fence, and just flip myself over.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the first time I remember, I ran up to a fence and grabbed it to go, and I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can't do that
a little different.
Anymore.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I mean, I'm not trying to be that guy because...
No. Soreness, it could be pumping weights. It could be running. I mean... We don't know. It could have been a pulled hamstring. It could have been anything.
Yeah, well, he didn't look bad last night when he hit the home run. So he hit 2, actually.
2, yeah.
So he hit 2 last night. Bellinger hit 2 last night as well.
So I don't know who's pitching for the Rays. But the Rays are a good team.
They're good, yeah. Yeah, they're a good team. But when you look at what they did, I mean, 13-3, that's a 4-game winning streak. Like I said, 9 home runs. Second time this year they've done it. I mean, I don't know, man.
It's, they're up there, and they got the 4 seed now.
Yeah, they're in the 4 seed.
So I'm not trying to jump right now, but with the Red Sox being the 5 seed and the 4 plays the 5 in the first round of the playoffs, I know anything can happen at this point. Heck, the Red Sox could miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
But, I mean, are you excited if you get to play the Red Sox?
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
I think it'd be great. Sport?
Yeah, I think it's great for baseball. Okay. I think it would bring
is that a 5 or 7 game series?
That should be 5.
That's first round of 5 games.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you look at it right now, this series coming up, I mean, the Yankees got 1 game tonight, and then they go and play at Yankee Stadium against the Red Sox. They got a 3-game series there. Yeah. And if you look at it, the Red Sox, you look at the Seattle Mariners, and you look at the Yankees, they're all right there together, and then knocking on the back door is good old Kansas City Royals. So there's a possibility that Kansas City
not that close.
Gets hot, they get in there, and before you know it, you got either the Red Sox, Yankees, or the Mariners. Out of those 3 right now, Brandon, if you had a magic way of looking into it, Yankees, Red Sox, or Mariners? Who's not going to make the playoffs?
Not making the playoffs?
Yeah.
Let's just go with the higher seed is going to be Boston Red Sox.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think Mariners, Red Sox, or Yankees would not make the playoffs if the Royals get hot?
Okay, but this is a disclaimer on the end of it. I'm gonna say the Red Sox do miss it also.
That's what I was thinking.
But my disclaimer is that the Royals are not gonna replace somebody. I think these last three teams, they are the wild cards. That's what's going to happen.
We'll see. And when we come back, it's going to be the top of the hour. We got some SEC football to talk about. Tennessee specifically. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Get in the game. Call or text us now on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Wednesday's weather. The rest of the day, there will be a gentle breeze out of the west-southwest, a chance of thunderstorms and mostly sunshine and 89. Clear skies tonight, about the same at 81. Tomorrow, mostly sunny in the morning and then a likelihood of thunderstorms and a high of 89. About the same at 87 Friday, and we'll have very light showers and likely thunderstorms. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Take your next adventure in an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
GSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida.
When the chips are down and the games are close, the 2025 Atlanta Braves don't give up the fight.
Ozuna sends one soaring to deep left field. That's got wings and an engine, and it's 3-1 Braves.
Tonight, the Braves look to keep the energy rolling at home as they line up to take on the Chicago White Sox live from Truist Park in Atlanta.
Final game against the White Sox, pregame 6 o'clock, first pitch 6:15. Your home for the Braves on the Gulf Coast, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Broadcasting from the CBC Construction Studios. Your favorite team is garbage.
Dallas? I don't want you going to Dallas at all.
And we're here to explain why.
That place is crawling with crackheads and debutantes, and half of them play for the Cowboys.
It's time to take out the trash on the Sports Blitz on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
That's right. You got it right. It's 5 o'clock here on the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. You made it through Hump Day. It is over with. Now you only have 2 days left of the work week before the weekend, baby. Don't forget to call in, text in 850-215-6290 on the Red 7T's phone line. We're excited here. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you can find us on the radio. You can find us on the ESPN Northwest Florida app. You also can log in and find us on ESPN Northwest Florida on Facebook and our YouTube page, ESPN Northwest Florida. I said that like 5 times. So hopefully you'll go on and give us a like, give us a share, give us a comment. comment. If you like what we're doing, tell us. If you don't, tell us. We don't care. We like all comments. But let's get into it. We got our guy here. We call him Tennessee Brandon because he's going to tell us everything there is to know about Tennessee. Now, this week is a great week for Tennessee because we didn't know last week. We were talking about it. We were saying, yeah, they should know. Everybody in the program knows. It's the only logical decision. But now Tennessee Breaking has come out and said that Joey Aguilar is going to be QB1 for the Tennessee Volunteers. What do you think about that, Brandon?
I think as a Tennessee fan base, we all kind of expected that. Yeah. He is the more experienced, the more aggressive, more dynamic passer, more mature, quicker learner. He's learned, he played at junior college his first year, Appy State for 2 years, now Tennessee. So he's been able to learn multiple offenses, multiple playbooks. So he has experience adapting and learning. I think that showed in camp. I think Heupel was able to see that, separated him from Jake and George, the other two freshmen, redshirt and true freshmen. I think the experience really shined. So I'm pretty excited about him, leading us into the season.
So if you look at it in 2023, he had 3,757 yards passing. He had a over 500 completion rate at 63%, 33 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Now, the best team they played that year was a number 17 ranked UNC North Carolina, and they lost in double overtime to the 17th ranked North Carolina Tar Heels, 40-34. So that was in 2023. So if you look at it, they lost to a 17th ranked team. I believe Sam Howell was their quarterback. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's who was there.
He's a good quarterback.
So that was 2023.
Yeah, 2023.
Was he at Tennessee in 24?
No. He stayed at App State.
Okay, so
he spent 2 years at App State. He transferred from App State.
He had a bad
UCLA.
year last year with App State. He had a bad year.
A down year, not a spectacular year. I mean, the 23 year was just outstanding.
23 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. So it was a bit of a slide.
Yeah, but it was
from the previous year. Yeah,
but you got to look at it in context though, because the teams that they played, Clemson, right? Better, they were better.
Yeah.
Then you got Marshall, who won their division.
Yeah.
And so that's two good teams that they played that year that they didn't play the year before. They beat James Madison. They lost to Coastal Carolina, and for the most part, they had everybody else. They did lose to South Alabama, but then they beat East Carolina. So,
East Carolina's that's good. That's a decent program.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal.
And that's out of conference.
So out of conference.
So that's what I'm saying about him. Yeah, you're going to have, and you don't know because I'm not 100% sure that if he didn't have, some kind of nick or an injury that he was nursing during this time.
Or what kind of wide receivers he has.
Yeah, I mean.
Probably got to upgrade in wide receivers at Tennessee.
The talent he's been able to play with in Tennessee far exceeds the talent he's played with previously at his, JUCO college and at Appy State. I'm sure he's never played with a 5-star. I mean, I don't think any 5-stars are going to Appy State.
No. But if you look at it right now, if you're wondering what kind of quarterback he is, he only rushed for like 200 yards in both years. So 237 and 209.
Pocket passer.
So he's a pocket passer, and that's what I believe Heupel wants that. Mm-hmm. But he also likes to move, roll him out and that kind of stuff. And so he did have games where he would have 6 carries for like 44 yards, or 7 carries for like 38. You know what I mean? So he can move. So it's not somebody that's just going to be a lame duck back there.
Yeah, he's not going to be like your rushing quarterback, but I think he's going to be quick enough to be mobile within the pocket to make plays, to get out of sacks, to be able to create some more time. I do think he's going to be able to do such.
And that's the biggest thing with him, being able to, number one, learn Josh Heupel's offense, because I don't know if Nico, I'm going to leave you, had a good concept of the offense, and obviously he was freshman, he was young, all of those things. In high school football is a lot different than college football because of the way the schemes are. I mean, now you got some of the top level schools that are running some different stuff, but that translates. But most of your high school, your great athletes that are in high school, they usually tend to just kind of wing it and kind of especially when the pocket breaks down, they get out there and do some amazing
They just let their
stuff.
athleticism take over. Yeah.
So with him having the JUCO, with him having 2 years of Division I football at App State, playing against people like North Carolina, playing against people like Clemson, playing against people like Marshall, those good programs, and I know Marshall, but they won their division, so I'm calling them a good program.
No, Marshall is a good program.
Yeah.
They just shouldn't have gotten killed by South Alabama like they did.
Right. And so
it slipped.
So when you look at it like that, the guy's got a lot of experience, but you know what? He doesn't get any love nationally from the national media. Nobody's talking about how good he is. Nobody's saying that's where I'm going.
Now he is on the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm watch list for this year. I mean, I think
that's positive.
It is a small
how many
positive.
teams they put on that? 10 or 12 quarterbacks?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So, I mean, somebody knows something. I'm guessing his previous year, like that 23 gunslinger year, I mean, he's got the capabilities. Now he's got, I would think, a more dynamic offense to run, probably a couple more options. He's going to be in a pass-heavy offense, especially if he learns and gets comfortable. Heupel will let him loose. I mean, go back to the 22 Hendon Hooker years. I mean, it was one of the most electric offenses I've ever seen in college football. So if he's able to get a grasp of it, I think they should let the leash off and let him run.
Yeah, and you got to look with Hendon Hooker. He had Jalen Wyatt to throw the ball to. That guy was a stud when it come to taking the top off the defense.
Yeah, he wasn't necessarily a stud before that season. So,
That's true.
The guys like our five-star Mike Matthews, who played, a few snaps last year. He's our five-star receiver. I mean, we're going to be asking a lot of those guys. Chris Brazel is another one of those receivers. I mean, we're a little thin past those two as far as depth.
So I don't know what kind of NIL money he's getting, but he's listed as a senior.
$1.2 million estimated in his NIL deal with Tennessee, which is about $1 million less than what we were paying Nico.
I'm not saying he has to go to the playoffs, but I think he'd have to be right outside of the playoffs in order to go through the draft.
Yeah, and I think
he might stay another year.
I think that him coming to Tennessee puts him on that kind of platform where he's able to showcase his skill set. And if he does well, Tennessee is a place where you're going to get noticed. You're being in the SEC, you're playing against competition week in and week out. You're on a national stage, national television. So if he plays well, he'll definitely improve that draft stock.
Because I can't think of a Sun Belt quarterback who's made the NFL like legitimately as a potential starter at a Sun Belt at all. Not a single quarterback.
No. The only non-conference it would be probably Ben Roethlisberger or Byron Leftwich.
Well, no,
Chad Pennington.
Why did I say his name's Malik? It's not the guy from Liberty that went to. Did he end up with the Titans? Yeah, the Titans.
Yeah.
Drafted a guy at Liberty.
Yeah, that's true.
He couldn't keep in the pocket. He wanted to keep on running. I think he's not with the Giants right now, but he's somewhere in the NFC now.
Yeah.
Because he had a problem just staying still.
Yeah,
he just want to run.
He's with the
run.
Packers.
Yeah.
He's Jordan Love's backup.
Malik something another.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Sun Belt's not creating quarterbacks, so you jumping to Tennessee is to get attention.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I mean you got him when you think about ability because he's done it before.
Yes,
and that's the biggest thing. He's not a huge kid.
No,
but I mean he's good. I'm 6'2", 210.
6'3".
I thought it said 6'2". He's 6'3".
No, he's 6'3". He's big. He's
210 or something like that. He's big on
more than that.
He's big on the.
Go ahead and pull it up for us.
He's big on the 6'3" stuff because he always makes that mention.
Bigger than me.
He always talks about how I'm 6'3", I'm
225.
Is he 6'3", 225?
Yeah.
Okay, so 6'3", 225.
That's a big guy.
I'll take that back.
Kid.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
I thought
he's not Danny Cannell. Oh!
Although Danny Cannell's pretty big, just not that big.
I might get Danny Cannell mad one day.
Oh man. So anyway, when you look at this guy, you got to wonder. Other teams did want him. You know what I mean? So that's something positive.
Well, what's funny is we tried. We actually pursued the quarterback that's getting the start for Syracuse. Tennessee was going after him. Fredeli, I think is his name.
Yeah, from Notre Dame, right?
From Notre Dame. He was the backup at Notre Dame. Tennessee was pursuing him until we ended up with Joey Aguilar. So there's a little bit of drama in there. He wanted to come to Tennessee. Tennessee wanted him. Then we didn't want him. Ended up with Joey Aguilar. And then he ended up going from Notre Dame to Syracuse, another orange team, not as pretty orange. But
yeah, and they ended up naming him the starter,
they did.
right?
They, about the same time Joey got named the starter. So, I mean.
So let me ask y'all real quick, and we'll come back to some more Tennessee stuff. Do y'all like this? Do you like how it's doing? Do you like this whole free agent thing? Do you like these little school guys going to the big school? Do you like this backup going to this school and being the starter?
I don't mind it as long as we can honor the contracts that we're signing. I mean, that's the whole point of life. You're working your way up to try to move on, get bigger and better. So going from Appy State to UCLA or Tennessee, I think is totally fine. But if you've signed a 2-year deal, to do so, honor that two-year deal. I have no issues with that. It's this jumping ship whenever we want, finding the loopholes, not getting our way, crying, going somewhere else so we can get our way. That is the stuff that I
that really hits home to you because y'all had the worst case scenario
100%.
With Nico. So
this year.
Yeah.
The number one this year.
Yeah, that's the number one. That's what everybody fears. That's what everybody don't want. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So being a Tennessee fan and feeling that and still wanting, still being okay with it, that's I figure with your age, you're probably the old school way about it. You're probably not for all this jumping and going.
Yeah, but I'm accepting of that. It's not only happened, but it's happening, and it's going to continue to happen. The one thing I would like for it to be limited to is 2 transfers, and then that's it. So the most you can ever play for is 3 colleges.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Because there's an LSU quarterback who I think he set the record. I think it's like 5 different colleges.
Really? And he's still not starting, right?
No. He lost was it FCS? Was right below the top
FCS.
level. Yeah. He went to the national title game and lost.
Oh, really?
Says it wasn't Southwest Texas State, but it was somebody smaller over in Texas. Yeah.
Well, and that's where.
And he was and I don't want to say he was a stud, but he put up a lot of numbers in FCS level.
Well, and that's the thing. That's what's going on, too, because I was even going to mention it today, is that the South Dakota State 2-time FCS champion and the championship game MVP just got named the starter. Mark Gronowski is now the starter at Iowa. So there you go. We got a small school champion, MVP, now coming from the FCS. Now they're going to the big boys, and they're going to see what they can do up there in Iowa.
To a team that has zero offense.
To the team that runs the ball mostly, and that's about it. But that's...
Don't laugh.
That's the thing.
But that's the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, North Dakota Jackrabbits.
No.
South Dakota.
Yeah.
They're the Jackrabbits, and they are a legitimate team. They are a legitimate team.
They are.
And Iowa is a good landing spot. I mean, I'm not saying they have potential to win the Big Ten, but to get into the playoffs,
to be seen,
they're outside shot.
Definitely play games to be seen there.
Iowa.
No, never.
Well, you know what? When we pick our conference champions,
we will. I'll tell you,
we're going to pick the 12 teams going to the playoffs. I'm not putting Iowa in that 12, but I'm just saying
they are not going in. Good thing you're not, because I'll bet you, and I'm not a betting man, but I'll do something crazy. I'll paint my body the Iowa colors if Iowa makes the playoffs. I can tell you that.
Black and yellow.
I don't care what color it is, but I'm just saying there's no possible way. But when we look at it, guys, I don't know really how I feel about it. I feel what you're saying about I'm okay with it, but then there's a part of me that's like, no, man, because we're creating a free agency in college, and I just don't love it, even though it's NFL. The NFL is free agency. You're gonna, you'll buy your team jersey for your favorite player, and the next thing you know, it's clearance now because he doesn't play with them anymore. And that, for me, that's what is not good for college to me. I think there should be, I agree with you, give me 2 years, that's it, that kind of deal.
So the deals that sounds like both of y'all want is You're committed for 2 years at one university, then you can transfer out.
Then you can transfer, and then you only
renew your contract if you're wanting to stay.
And see, I would want it to be you get 4 years of college. You can do the whole red shirt thing if you want to. Let's get back to the old school rules. You're going to have 5 years to play college football. You get a red shirt year, and then you get 2 years of a contract, and you get 2 more years of a contract, and that is it. Because realistically, what are we trying to do? They're not trying to win championships. The coaches are, but the players are just trying to make more money because their game may not.
Majority of them.
Yeah, their game may not be going. I mean, look at a guy like Pavia up there in Vanderbilt. He's 5'9". He's not going to play in the NFL. There's no possible way. His best opportunity might be in the CFL or some, indoor league. That's fine. But I'm just saying, what's he going to do? He's going to stay in college, stay as long as he can, and try to get as much money as he can. And I'm not pushing the kid down just to make money. But at the end of the day, I mean, gosh, man, you get 4 years and that's it. I mean, because if not, I still got eligibility. So give me a call, colleges. I'll play some basketball again or baseball again. I got 2 more years left, right?
The Chris Winkie. Because he was like 28 or something like that. It was craziness.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's where I say with all this whole thing. I agree. I'm for it. And I'm even for the FCS guys coming on and playing for the big schools. That's awesome. Great, good job for you, Granikowski, to come and play for Iowa. That's awesome. They'll teach you how to hand the ball off to the right, and they'll teach you how to hand the ball off to the left. But at the end of the day, good for him. I'm glad he's making more money. So when you look at Tennessee's running backs, because their offense has to have Bruiser running back. He's got to have somebody that they can throw the ball to. What are they looking like at running back this year?
Well, we're obviously trying to replace one of the most productive running backs in the SEC from last year, Sampson. He's now with I believe he's with the Cleveland Browns right now, backup running back as a rookie. So, I mean, that's a lot of production to try to replace. I mean, right now we've got a third-year running back who is going to be taking most of the workload. I believe his name is Deshaun Bishop. It's going to be running back by committee this year. I think Bishop is going to get most of the carries. And then we have another gentleman named Peyton Lewis. He's, I believe, a sophomore or second-year guy. He's there. But we don't have the talent that I think left. Now, can these guys surface and become that talent? That is to see.
Yeah. And when you look at what he does, what Josh Heupel does is he likes to spread the field, and then he likes to get all the defense with their back turned so he can pop it down to one of these backs out of the backfield in the flats and get bunches of yards. Yeah. And that way, then he starts to gut them a little bit. Then he'll have his power backs, and they'll start gutting him, and he's wanting to draw those safeties in. He's wanting to bring those linebackers in to make them start to key on those holes and fill in their gaps, and then throw the deep one. And that's the thing. And that's the thing. You can't just be a throw it over the top. You got to have those running backs, and that's where I wondered, because Sampson was such a dynamic running back, and he led the SEC for a while.
If I'm not mistaken, he broke Tennessee's rushing record last year. I mean, touchdowns. So I mean, that's hard to replace.
Yeah,
he was find that every year.
Yeah, because he was a legit back up there, and that's really where these offenses, the RPO stuff, all of that, you got to have a threat at running back, and I just wondered if they had anything, understanding the way it works, though, the whole running back by committee. I believe a lot of people are going to that. Even the NFL goes to that. They don't have just the feature back as much anymore. They have more of a 1-2 punch, they usually call it, because they can't keep as many. Yeah. But colleges, they can have a 1-2-3 punch. And that's pretty good. But, we're going to go ahead and take our next break. But when we come back, we'll talk more Tennessee. I'm sure there's going to be some funny stuff Jeff's got to say. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Reach out and smack someone. Call or text now. 850-215-6290. The Red 17 Studio Line. ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show.
and the first player to win 5 straight times on the PGA Tour in consecutive years since Tiger Woods back in 06 and 07. And I know it sounds blasphemous to say, put Scottie Scheffler and Tiger Woods in the same conversation. If you're looking at Tiger at his Tiger-ish, Scottie is at least close.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good evening. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Wednesday's weather forecast. Clear tonight with a low near 79 and a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. A possibility of thunderstorms and sunshine tomorrow morning and a temperature of 88. About the same in the afternoon and evening around 89 with a mixture of sunshine and possible thunderstorms. Likely thunderstorms Friday and very warm around 87. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Take your next adventure at an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
You found us inside the CBC Construction Studios. Now back to the Sports Blitz on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget to call, to text the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. We do have some Red 7T's phone text to read real quick. I know that, earlier we were talking about Schwarber. I know the fans in Philly, y'all don't want to see that happen. I get it, but a guy can only hope. That's what I'm saying back to you. And also, somebody that said in here, Paul, your little brother's 6'3", and he agrees with LSU Jeff. 6'3" guys are huge. So there you go.
Wait, what's his name?
My brother?
Yeah.
His name's Todd Wilson.
Todd, okay.
Yeah, he's 6'3" as well. He played quarterback at Southern Miss.
You knew who told him that 6'3" guys are big?
Who?
His ex-girlfriend.
He's married now, so I'm not getting involved in that.
That's not good. It cannot be good.
All of the things that we talk about could not happen if it wasn't for our great, awesome sponsors. And one of our sponsors is AutoNation Ford in Panama City. The service department is incredible. They will take care of you. If you have anything going on with your vehicle and you don't know what to do, just give those guys at AutoNation Ford in Panama City a call, and they will help you get your car back to running condition, but not just running condition. They get it back to the way that your vehicle is supposed to run. So go see them over there at AutoNation Ford in Panama City and tell them Paul Wilson sent you. And another awesome sponsor that we have is Recommended Not Body Shop, Collision Center. And we've been talking about it, and Brandon's going to give us a update about what's going on. And we've been, every time that I say this, I know that people have been commenting and saying stuff about it, but you females out there, y'all got to be careful when you're driving, especially if it's raining. Don't hydroplane, because those cars get out of control, and you don't want to go see Brandon. But if there's anything that's going on with your vehicle, go over there and see Brandon at Recommended. So, Brandon, what's going on over at Recommended right now? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, so we're on a collision center off Jinx Avenue in Panama City, Florida. Man, whatever you need, whether it's a repaint on a vehicle, whether you've, had your kid play baseball in the front yard and they accidentally hit that ball against your door and you got a big old dent, man, we can take care of all your needs. We get free estimates. Come on down. If you're just wondering what something would cost, bring it on down. Let me look at it. Let me write you something up, maybe whether you're wanting to save for it or whether it's something within your budget. We can take you in right away, get somebody started on it, get that thing back on the road looking good again. So, anybody out there that's needing any vehicle, auto body work done, just come see me at 1329 Jinx Avenue in Panama City, Florida. I'll take good care of you.
That sounds great. And give them the good old... You heard about it on the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson, and I'm sure there will be some kind of discount or they'll give you a cup of coffee or something.
You know what? For all these insults to women, there should be a woman discount at the place because you've just hurt all their feelings.
No, I mean, my wife, she's not the greatest of drivers. I've had to back vehicles out for her before.
You come in and tell me you heard this on the radio, I will give you a discount on your car repair. So you come in and tell me you heard this. Tell me you listened to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I'll make sure you're taken care of.
That's right. That sounds good. That's an awesome deal right there. So, guys, go out there. If that is one thing in this Florida heat, the paint. It does get hot. So, those things start to fade, and it's not, you get those guys to paint it up.
You know what you should sell?
What should I sell?
Sunshades for the windshield.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, my God. My car sits over at the airport for work, Oh, my God. It's hot in my car when I get, because I get off at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's like a freaking oven in that car.
So, let's get back to Tennessee football, and we've talked about the running backs. Let's look at the schedule because, Tennessee this year, they have possibly one of the easiest schedules in the SEC. Obviously, you always are going to play the University of Alabama.
Always. Third Saturday of October.
Third Saturday of October. Every year, never fails, always.
This is the last year.
Is it the last year?
This is the last year, unless they go to a 9-game schedule.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Which is a possibility because Greg Sankey said at the last...
They voted for it like 3 times, and it gets ixnayed every time. So it could be as late as May we could be talking about it. And they have to shuffle the whole schedule around at that point.
Yeah. So, there's a good chance. But either way, you got Alabama. Yep. Is that in Tuscaloosa?
Yeah, it's in Tuscaloosa.
Okay, and then you got Georgia.
We got Georgia at home.
That's at home?
Yes.
Okay, which
gives us a puncher's chance. We play anybody good at home. So it gives us a puncher's chance.
The thing about Georgia, and I get it. Kirby is great. Kirby's going to have a good defense no matter what. They've got 5 stars everywhere. But I don't know if Kirby and them have the wide receivers that they've had in the past. I don't know if they have the running backs that they have in the past. And I'm not sold on Gunnar Stockton. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, obviously he's been there. Obviously he got thrown into, some hot games, and you can look totally different. Look at Joe Burrow. He looked like hot trash the year before the Heisman candidate.
Trash. You don't even know what you're talking about.
But he looks like kind of like what Joe Burrow did. He didn't look that good to me. He didn't look too great, but he could come out and be awesome. And so, but looking at the schedule, you got that game against Bama, then you got that game against Georgia.
Well, no, the Georgia game's early.
The Georgia
third game of the season.
Okay, so you got the third game of the season. Yeah. So who do y'all open with?
We open up with Syracuse on August 30th.
So that's going to bring a little bit of stuff to it because the quarterback, you said, Tennessee had offered him to come. He's now the starter. Then when he said, okay, I'll come, they said, no, we don't want you now. So now you got a little bit of angst against Tennessee. So can Syracuse really be...
They can't beat Tennessee.
Can they beat Tennessee?
We're a 14.5-point favorite.
Oh, it was the Florida State guy.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor
Devers said, Syracuse is going to have a chance to beat Tennessee. I was like, what in the world? Are you crazy? And I'm sorry. I was not knocking down the ACC. I'm just knocking down Syracuse and their potential to beat Tennessee. I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening either. I'd be super surprised. I'm actually going to be at that game.
So then you got a cupcake behind it.
Yeah, we got ETSU.
Yeah.
That's
that's
an in-state little college. I had friends that go to that. Had good at school.
So then you're 2-0. You're untested, and you go play at home against Georgia.
Yeah.
And the only thing you got me thinking now. Because I give a lot of respect to Georgia because of, those back-to-back titles. The past. But when, Carson Beck went down,
Miami.
They didn't score, man.
He wasn't.
They were like
prepared.
a different team.
Yeah, he wasn't prepared to run the complexity of their offense that Mike Bobo was trying to get going.
Okay.
And so that's what happened. They had to dumb it down. They had to do things that they normally.
So now you're talking me back up because you're making me.
He's had a whole offseason for the offense.
The problem is you've got. I don't know if the guy's got the arm talent. He looked okay. He didn't look like Carson Beck for sure.
He was highly touted. He's highly recruited.
But he's been there for 5 years.
Wow.
So there you go. I mean, highly touted, but
how big
still
would that
the
be
bench.
in the third game of the season after being not tested to beat Georgia at home? That freaking crowd goes nuts.
Yeah, watch me coming in here that Wednesday.
Oh, my God.
On Saturday.
Oh, yeah, you beat Georgia.
I mean, he'd have orange pants and orange shoes.
I'll be coming here with those checkerboard overalls with no shirt on.
With no shirt on.
Straw hat, straw.
Or one if he has underwear on.
We won't know and we won't find out.
But yeah, I mean that's a huge test, third game of the year, and then we have UAB, so we have a really easy, first four gaming. Mississippi State fifth game, so I mean first.
Oh, Mississippi
5.
State! Oh, come on, man.
Hold on, time out. Where's that at?
So
where's the Mississippi State game?
It's at Miss State.
Okay, all right. The Cowbells.
Come on, man.
The Cowbells.
And then we have Arkansas at home, which that was a game we should not have lost last year. So I mean, it's that they've got something coming to them as far as coming to Neyland. So I mean, other than Georgia, our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, I mean, pretty fairly easy. Other than the Georgia game.
You said in our little break that you were thinking 8-4, but I don't see the fourth loss.
No, the public's thinking 8-4. I'm thinking 9-3.
I don't listen to public. I just like every single game. And I'm like, if it ain't Arkansas is beating you at your own place, I guess it'd have to be Oklahoma. It'd have to be the fourth loss at your place.
That's probably what they're thinking. I don't think that's happening either. Like I said, I see us in 9-3, and that's me being a realist off of the last 20 years that I've been closely following football.
So this is the problem. You're playing in this history that y'all don't beat Florida, and you're saying that the third loss is at Florida in the 11th game of the year.
22 years.
Now, you act like I don't want to win this game. I mean, I will be...
You're hurting all the Volunteer fans.
I'm being
Their ears are bleeding.
Yeah, there is
22 years.
Yeah, since 2003. We've been going down there.
At Gainesville.
At Gainesville.
But you win it at Knoxville.
I mean, we beat Florida the last 2 out of 3 years, just like we beat Alabama the last 2 out of 3 years.
But
we have but we cannot go to Gainesville and win. We've just
So you're 8-2. Your back's against the wall, just like last year.
That'd be a little different.
Because last year, when you took that Arkansas loss and y'all lost to who? Georgia? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you lost to Georgia and you lost to Arkansas last year. Your back was against the wall. You ran the table to get to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So you're 8-2. You go on to Gainesville. Your back's against the wall. This is going to be one of the biggest Tennessee-Florida matches up since I don't even know when.
I mean, I would
Maybe
agree. I would
20
agree
years.
with that. I mean, it's set up and poised to be something fantastic. Now, if we just handle business and we can be that 8-2, then by all means, I mean, that game will have a lot of meaning to it.
It would just depend to me. Now, let's look at it because there's always that game. What's the trip game? What's the one that's going to be not looked at?
So is it Arkansas or is it Oklahoma?
It can't be Arkansas. Let me tell you why. Because Arkansas beat them last year.
Yeah.
Arkansas already beat them.
So do you think it's Oklahoma?
I think that's going to be the one. I think Oklahoma. Now, that could totally change if DJ Lagway's hurt in Florida. Then Florida's going to be the game that's going to be like, there's no way anybody could beat us, and then we're not prepared for what they're going to do with the other quarterback because they don't have film on him. They don't know what they're going to run, all that kind of stuff. But if you look at it right now in the preseason, I would say Oklahoma is that game. It's at Knoxville, right?
Yeah, it's in Neyland.
It's in Neyland Stadium. What's his name he used to be on College Game Day, played linebacker for Georgia. He got David Pollock.
Yeah, David Pollock.
I don't like the guy, whatever.
Wait, they wasn't a tight end?
No, he was a linebacker.
Oh, linebacker, okay.
David Pollock said that he believes that Mateer is going to be the best quarterback in the SEC this year.
That's nuts.
Because of how good he really is because of what he was at Washington State. Now, obviously, he's got some stuff going on, but if we're looking at it, I don't know what Oklahoma's schedule looks like, but to me, if their schedule is bad, I could see Brent Venables playing for his job, playing for his life against the Tennessee team that they're not supposed to win, Oklahoma. They're not supposed to go into Neyland Stadium and win, and Tennessee being high on their horse of looking forward to going to the playoff, and then that be the game.
I mean, it's a possibility, and no doubt about that. It's definitely a possibility. Like I said, I mean, of the games that between them and Arkansas, I mean, I'd be more wary about Oklahoma coming in than Arkansas.
Yeah, because Arkansas's already beat you. It's just like with Vanderbilt and Alabama this year. I mean, we don't ever call out Vanderbilt. We don't ever say anything about Vanderbilt, but we're talking about Vanderbilt before the season.
If y'all don't beat them by 50 points,
it's going to get ugly, and I think it'll get ugly quick. But when you look at it, usually the team that you stumble with is the team that you didn't stumble with the year before. Maybe you blown them out, or maybe they're just not good, or you got a coach playing for his life, or you got, they're just, whatever. And I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if Oklahoma comes out and plays great football and looks good, then it might just be a top 15 matchup.
Oklahoma plays one of the harder schedules.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Not just LSU, Alabama and Texas and LSU. I mean, and Tennessee. I mean, they are playing.
I mean, that's a stout schedule.
Yeah. So I don't see the Oklahoma game happening.
I could see that being.
Do I think that they're going to lose to Florida?
22 years.
I think it's really close. Wasn't it overtime last year? 17-10? I can't remember if it was overtime or not, but it's a 7-point game. It's a 7-point game.
I can look that up.
I mean, it's been tough. And then 2 years ago, y'all did lose at Gainesville because I was there for the tailgate.
Yeah, so you're already conceding but this is the thing about Tennessee right now. There's a chance, all right? There's a chance that if they just split with Alabama and Georgia.
Ooh, yeah. Well, they did it last year because they beat Bama.
That's what I'm saying. You split with Alabama and Georgia because you don't have Tennessee, or you don't have Texas.
Yeah. No, we don't.
Are you going to any games this year?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to the first game. I'm going August 3rd. I'll be in Atlanta to watch the Syracuse game. I'm trying to go to the.
It's in Atlanta. It's a neutral site.
It is. We're the home team, but it is a neutral site.
Is that
closer? It's closer to Knoxville than.
There's another game in Atlanta. Virginia Tech, South Carolina is in Atlanta.
Is this going to be the trip-up game then? Is Syracuse?
No. Crazy. Pull off with a that. Man, come on.
Oh, man, we got to get Taylor on the phone.
Taylor's straight up, and he knows a lot. But when it came to that Syracuse thing, I was like, no. I mean, I should have told him you want to bet.
I mean, I know Syracuse won 10 games last year. I do believe that.
No,
he's going to make one mention. He's going to make one mention about Kyle McCord.
Did not win 10 games. I was watching Kyle McCord because I wanted Kyle McCord to succeed after leaving Ohio State. Yeah. Because I wanted Ohio State to eat,
like they did with Burrow. Yeah. Same kind of deal.
Yeah. And so, except actually not the same deal because Kyle McCord was a starter for a whole year. Frickin' Burrow never started a game for Ohio State. Yeah. But no, Syracuse did not go 10-2 last year.
They went 9-3, right?
No, I think they went 8-4.
Did they?
I have to look it up.
But either way, you don't think they're going to be?
No, they were terrible at 5-3. My bet on that one.
They went what?
5-3.
No, that's conference.
It's conference.
Yeah, that's conference. Overall is what you want to look at.
Yeah, so they lost 3 in their conference.
Look to the right.
But
which 5-3 in the ACC?
No, hold on. They went 10-3 last year. Correction, I'm right.
Oh, so they won a bowl game and won 10 games? Oh my God!
Yeah. They were 6 and 1 at home, 3 and 2 away.
Well, he's like not even
3. Yeah, probably a weak schedule, I'm sure. But
it's the ACC. I know you always talk about the third best conference in college football, but that's no good.
I mean, out of conference. You know what? They slipped in a win over the Hurricanes towards the end.
Yeah,
and that kind of it helped them get to 10. But yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So makes you kind of wonder, is it Kyle McCord? Is it the coaching?
I think it could be the coaching. Yeah.
Now the problem. No.
Now you got
Syracuse is going to beat you.
Got a brand new quarterback coming in.
You're going to be coming in here and you're going to be like,
I'm gonna be pissed.
oh, yeah,
you'll be pretty mad.
I'll be living.
Yeah,
like an LSU fan losing a season opener for the 5th year in a row.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're going to have to live through all this during the season. But when we get back, we're going to discuss all things SEC. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Red 70s studio line is now open. 850-215-6290. Keep the game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Live play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good evening. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Wednesday's weather forecast. Clear tonight with a low near 79 and a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. A possibility of thunderstorms and sunshine tomorrow morning and a temperature of 88. About the same in the afternoon and evening around 89 with a mixture of sunshine and possible thunderstorms. Likely thunderstorms Friday and very warm around 87. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, we will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they will get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting yours since 1968.
Great design is timeless, and that's why Tracy's Fine Jewelry inside Coin and Bullion Reserves offers a stunning selection of vintage, antique, estate jewelry on sale now at 40% off. Exquisite Victorian rings, Art Deco diamond brooches, Georgian and Art Deco bracelets, earrings, and pendants. These one-of-a-kind pieces add personality to any ensemble, and now at 40% off. Find your timeless treasure at Tracy's Fine Jewelry inside Coin and Bullion Reserves.
When the chips are down and the games are close, the 2025 Atlanta Braves don't give up the fight.
Ozuna sends one soaring to deep left field. That's got wings and an engine, and it's 3-1 Braves.
Tonight, the Braves look to keep the energy rolling at home as they line up to take on the Chicago White Sox live from Truist Park in Atlanta.
Final game against the White Sox, pregame 6 o'clock, first pitch 6:15. Your home for the Braves on the Gulf Coast, ESPN Northwest Florida.
If you build it, they will come. We're live from the CBC Construction Studios. The Sports Blitz.
Welcome home, baby.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
That's right. You've been listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We got 45 minutes left, baby. So we're almost done, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And one of those things has been, we've been talking about Tennessee, and I've got to talk about it. If you got a question, if there's something you want to talk about, 850-215-6290 on the Red 7T's phone line. Brandon, why in the world is Tennessee going up on their prices? We want to come and watch the games. We want to cheer you on. But now you're telling me, okay, you can come, but now we're going to raise the prices. Is it because they're paying the players now? Is that what they're trying to do, pass the buck to the customer?
I mean, with our $20 million Adidas apparel deal that's going to be starting in 2026, I figured those tickets would be a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Considering we starting in 26, that $20 million Adidas deal is the most lucrative apparel deal in college football next year. So, I mean, I've heard there is a talent fee to our tickets. Now, if we're winning and getting 5 stars left and right, by all means, I'll pay whatever talent fee I need to. I know there's going to be some new things built around the stadium, connecting Thompson Boling Arena to Neyland Stadium. A lot of more entertainment. So, can I justify
a walkway, like a above
some kind of? Yeah, I've seen the. I'll have to bring some pictures in here to kind of describe and show you all, but. Yeah, I mean, is it justifiable at this moment, at this current time? Absolutely not. But let me see some of that stuff go around the stadium. Let me get some W's in the book. Let's see some conferences or national championship, and I'll have no problem paying any kind of additional fee.
Yeah.
Paul, you need to go to Knoxville.
Yeah, I'll go.
You need to see how close the stadium is to the river.
Oh, yeah. You can throw something off the rafter.
And you see the Vols, the boats pull up on the river.
Yeah, is it pretty
like,
spectacle?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I've been there.
That's right.
But it wasn't while it was football season.
Well, if the tickets wasn't so expensive, I guess I would go.
Hey, you can always just go for the tailgate and just go party.
Hey, you can go watch us play ETSU. It'd be pretty cheap.
You can walk to downtown.
Be sleeping on the couch for the next week.
You can walk to downtown. It's not that far. It's right there.
I believe it. But when you look at it, that's what they're doing. They're passing the buck. They're getting all this stuff going because they do have to build new buildings. They do have to make it cool. They do have to make it awesome because those kids still want to come to a place that's awesome.
They do.
I don't care how much money you pay them. They still want to go to a place where there's going to be fun. There's going to be excitement. And they want new stuff. They want new locker rooms. They want the jacuzzis and the whirlpools to be all nice and warm and bubbly.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's not all the money. It's the recruiting tactics of having nice facilities and amenities and things to use, things to do, things to see, etc. So
the SEC has come out with the all SEC team, and we're going to go through it real quick. I want you guys to just listen to the names, listen to the schools, and let's start out with the quarterback. So we're going to go offense. Garrett Nussmeier from LSU. I know Jeff's jumping out of his skin over there for that. Le'Veon Moss, running back, Texas A&M. Quatravion Wisner from Texas, running back. Ryan Williams from Alabama, wide receiver. Cam Coleman from Auburn, wide receiver. Eli Stowers, Vanderbilt, tight end. Caden Proctor, Alabama, offensive line. Caden Green, Missouri, offensive line. Austin Barber, Florida, offensive line. DJ Campbell, Texas, offensive line. Fernando Carmona Jr., Arkansas, offensive line. Center, Jake Slaughter from Florida. Now, let's move over to the defense. Dylan Stewart, South Carolina. Colin Simmons, Texas. Keldrick Falk, Auburn. Christian Miller, Georgia. Anthony Hill Jr., Texas. Whit Weeks made it. LSU. Wow. Didn't think he'd make it. He's pretty good. He's not bad. A little slow, but okay. C.J. Allen, Georgia. K.J. Bolden, Georgia. Dalen Everett, Georgia. Michael Tafai, Texas. Jermod McCoy, Tennessee. Peyton, let's go to the special teams. Peyton Wooldridge, Georgia. Brett Thorson, Georgia. Varian Brown, LSU. Peyton Wooldridge, Georgia. Bo Gardner, Georgia. Zachariah Branch, Georgia. So let's just say that Georgia's got the best special teams in the country.
And defense.
Well, I mean, they had 4 on there. But the surprising thing for me, and having you here, I did this on purpose.
Yeah.
Y'all had one guy on the whole thing. Just one guy. And this is what's crazy for me. Josh Heupel was supposed to be this offensive guru. Josh Heupel was supposed to be this guy that comes in and does an awesome offensive scheme. He's not a defensive guy. He was a quarterback at Oklahoma.
But it's a team game.
Yeah, but it's a team game. But he don't have one offensive player on the All-SEC team.
No, we don't.
Not one. That's
where
scary.
My question marks are.
That's scary. In a Josh Heupel offense, you got to score points. And they don't have anybody in there to score points.
Nah. We're replacing 4 offensive linemen. We've got only 2 returning receivers that have any type of experience. We've got 2 running backs with very little experience. We have a transfer quarterback. We have 2 tight ends who've seen the field very little in previous years. I mean,
we're going to find out whether or not Josh Heupel's a good coach.
Exactly. I think that's a correct statement there. I mean, we're going to figure out what kind of coach he is this year.
Okay, if he bombs, let's just be hypothetical here. Lord, if he bombs with all these guys, Joey Aguilar's worse than DJ Ungalale. He bombs. Is he gonna be hot?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think it starts to get warm.
Yeah.
But I mean, we just made a playoff last year. Let's not forget that. Let's remember that we were one of the top 12 last year. Finished 9. And
they won the national title, and his seat got hot quick.
Yes, but I mean, I think Tennessee would allow him to get into his 4th recruiting year. I mean, the Nico situation, I don't think that was 100% his fault. I mean, Nico stays. We're potentially a top 10 ranked team, and Nico's on that list, and a couple of other guys stay. And I mean, we're a different team. Not to say that he was the team, but I mean, he was a really talented 5-star quarterback. That every team starts with a quarterback. So when they leave, there are a lot of question marks surrounding, especially all the replacement players.
I think 7-5 this year.
Yeah, no, we're not in 7-5.
If you go in 75, because you said Florida, Alabama, and Georgia
potential every year.
The only other way you can lose 2 more games to get to that 7-5 is lose either to Oklahoma, Arkansas, or one of those teams, and Syracuse, and that's a hot seat.
Oh yeah, I would agree that's a hot seat.
Yeah.
I would agree.
8-4, not so much hot. 7-5, definitely hot.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, and that's really where it is.
My takeaways on all those players that you're saying, all SEC, right?
Yeah.
My takeaways is, wow, Georgia, wow, Texas. And then the other 2 things is that I've never heard of a Vanderbilt tight end being talked about or a Texas A&M running back in years. I mean, it's been years. A Texas A&M running back? I can't think of one. And a Vanderbilt tight end? No.
Nobody's coming to my mind on those.
That's interesting.
Well,
and how many Bama players? Ooh.
We had about 4, right?
4,
yeah.
About 4. Is that 3?
That's 3. That's why I said it. It was 3. Yeah, we had 3.
And there were a couple of Auburn guys on there, like 2.
Yeah, 2 Auburn guys on there, offensive lineman and a wide receiver. And Cam Coleman's legit now. He's good. He's a good.
Now that McCoy guy, the only Tennessee guy on that list, he won't even be playing first game of the year. I mean, he's still recovering from an injury from last year.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he tore his ACL last December, so he is not even going to see the field first game. I'm not sure when he's going to be a full participant in practice.
But we can't talk about hot seat on a coach who just ended the regular season 10-2 and made the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what kind of year you have.
And beat Bama.
So what have you done for me lately kind of season?
He just beat Bama.
I mean
that's
year
like
before.
The most important game of the year.
I know it is.
And it's
Tennessee, maybe not y'all.
And it's like, could we drop or trip up on one and then go to Florida for the first time and win in 23 years? I've always, as Tennessee fans, coach keeps their job as long as they can beat Alabama, Georgia, and Florida.
Yeah, like I said,
they can go 3 and whatever.
If they can split with Alabama and Georgia and do what they normally do, which is play good defense, run the football, make plays, don't turn the ball over, there's a chance they'll be back in the playoffs. And depending on if they've got any kind of explosive plays, if he starts making plays that are explosive, because that's how you win the big games. That's how you win the playoff games, is explosive plays. Good defense, explosive plays. If you do that, then you're looking at an opportunity to really have something special there. And then it always never fails. The talent will come back with all the stuff that you're doing to make the place look great. The talent will start coming. And then will they, within 3 to 5 years, will they be in the talk with the Alabama and the Georgia and the Texas? You know what I mean? Because they've made the playoffs. Texas and Tennessee made the playoffs last year. And obviously it didn't end the way you guys wanted to, but you still got there.
Still got there.
And there wasn't an uproar because y'all were there. Y'all deserved to be there. You played like garbage against Ohio State, but you still got there. And that's the thing. Like, are we going to see the tide turn in the SEC? Is Tennessee going to be one of those teams now that you mentioned, with the Texas, with the Alabama, with the Georgia, this season?
So they were the 9 seed.
Right.
And what do they rank preseason?
23rd. Right now, 24, 23?
23rd. Yeah.
Well, that's
disrespect.
That's AP.
Yeah, it's AP.
But the coaches, they were like 18. Yeah, the coaches were 18. The coaches gave them a little more respect. Okay. But you got to understand where everybody's coming from. When you have a new quarterback that hasn't been in your system, unless he's torn it up somewhere else, you're not going to really give a lot of credit to him yet because it's a new style, new place, new coach. All of the tangibles have to work together.
We're doing with Carson Beck.
Yeah, but still, he played a lot more football than Joey Aguilar, and he played high-level football. When you have somebody that's played high-level
how many
football...
starts does Aguilar have?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
More than Carson Beck does.
But not high-level starts, not against quality.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you got to think, Carson Beck last year, you can love him, you can hate him, whatever you want to say about him. That game at Alabama... The only reason why they came back was because of Carson Beck. I mean, he was dropping dimes in the second half that were like, I was just like, gosh, my wife kept saying, oh, it's over. It's not going to, they're not coming back. They're not coming back. I'm like, this guy's dropping dimes every play.
That's sick.
And so if he gets back to that form, that's why I think Miami can be scary in the ACC because they're so weak over there. But when you look at how, these new guys coming into a system, it really does matter what level of football they've played. Because unless I'm just not thinking of it, I don't think we've seen anybody come from a lower team and come in and dominate. I mean, unless you want to say Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton went to Florida.
No, he went to Northwest
I think he
Missouri
was at Florida,
College.
then he went to community.
Yeah, but what I'm saying...
East Mississippi. I'm sorry, East Mississippi.
That's Auburn's, like, place that they send all the kids that are in trouble.
When they're on parole.
I mean, it kind of is. But what I'm saying is...
Okay, but no, that is small.
But what I'm talking about is the era that we live in now. That's been a long time ago.
So that was 15 years ago.
Yeah, so we're looking at the transfer portal. Moving from a small school going to big time.
What about Sanders?
Cam Ward did it. Yeah, but he didn't win. So Cam Ward did it.
Yeah.
Cam Ward did it, and he became the #1 draft pick. That's one of the only ones that's come in and was somewhat successful. I mean, him going first was successful for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But as far as his team, he didn't. I mean, they won, but they played in a weak conference, and they didn't make it to the playoff. Now, if Cam Ward would have taken his team to the playoff, then, yeah, we'd be talking that was the best. You know what? You know what that means? That means the show's over. That means you're going to have to wait till tomorrow to hear us. But you've been listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow. We got some awesome stuff coming tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.
Text him now on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. You've read the headlines. You've seen the highlights.
Highway robbery!
But how about the unfiltered truth?
Steroid era. You can like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It's a baseball.
Since 2017, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has been the undisputed leader for sports coverage on the Panhandle. If it matters in sports, it matters to us. And it